awesome. This is such an interesting plant. And I love that Derek is joining me because Derek is gaga about these things.
Yes.
This is called the one-piece, double-flowered, we're going to explain that, desert rose live plant.
That is right. These are works of art in the house.
They are.
It's living
Yes.
sculpture. These can live to 100 years with ease.
Wow.
They are like a mini rose tree in the house that blooms for 6 months solid from June to December every single year.
Yeah.
Now, what other houseplant does that?
I don't know. I don't know of one.
Right?
And also, even from then January till about June, it still has these beautiful
It
green
still looks
leaves.
beautiful. That's right.
It just doesn't have the flowers
round.
at that point. Yeah.
And here's the thing that I love about this. With all that beauty and all that awesome year-round existence, I watered this maybe once every 6 weeks.
Once every 6 weeks. Now, there's only 2 colors to choose from.
Is that true?
Yeah, I
One
think
sold
so.
out?
Or is the purple still available? Oh, they put some more back in. Oh, so
Okay.
awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the purple.
That's right.
That's the purple. And then this is the yellow. And then yellow, most limited, 1,700 remain. And then this is the red right here. So we've got the red, the yellow, and the purple is more like a purpley pink.
That's
Right?
very true. Now, I would love
Okay.
to walk you through the images.
Please.
We can look at each color
Yeah.
in detail and, you know, in different types of settings and scenarios. So this is in our greenhouse. You can see all of them growing there. Now, I love this because even when they're small, they're loaded with flowers. Now, these are double flowered. You're going to see that in the name, and that's important because double flowered means that each flower has multiple layers of petals as opposed to just 5, like in a traditional type of flower.
Right.
So you're going to have these layers upon layers, and it's like a flower within a flower. And that just means a more luscious and voluptuous flower. And look how interesting and unique these are. Now, those trunks are special because they get kind of knotted, sort of ancient looking.
Right.
And they do that because they, as they grow, they hold their water, just like a camel's back, inside those trunks. And therefore, they get bigger and better. Now, this one is, you know, just getting started, but it's still beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's my brother, that's his personal plant. Look at those flowers up close, how it looks like a flower within a flower within a flower, and how beautiful that is.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Well, look at this one.
Now that's outdoors
Explain me.
in the
Explain
wild.
to me.
These are desert dwellers from Africa traditionally.
Oh, wow.
They hardly get any water, but they live to 100 years. That one is about 30 feet tall outdoors. But what's fun is inside the house in a container, they stay small. And that's what gives them that natural bonsai look.
Right.
Now there's the purple. It's a really beautiful purple.
It is.
Again, flower within a flower, probably 15 or more petals there as opposed to just 5.
Yeah.
And that's the first year growth that you're gonna have. They're beautiful. What you're getting home is already 2 years old.
Okay.
There's the purple again. I love the purple. It is royal, it's majestic.
Yeah.
You're gonna have so many of them. And as you mentioned, the 6 months that there may not be flowers, you still have that.
Green,
Look
which
how
is
beautiful that is.
Now, that would be an old one, obviously.
That one's pretty old. That's about 12 years. But even then, you know, they wanted it a little bit bigger, so we put it in a bigger pot and grew it out larger.
And that's the whole thing. The bigger the pot, the bigger it will grow.
That's true.
If you don't want it to get real big. Now, here's the yellow.
And I love this. It's like, it's kissed with this sort of rose color, but it's mostly yellow, sort of like a Hawaiian sunset.
Can I ask a quick question? Because Sandy from Pennsylvania has written in and she wants to know, how old is this yellow one?
That's a great question. So this yellow one is about 8 years old from the time that you get it. But, you know, that doesn't mean much because ours would be bigger, but we have to cut them back every year because we have to transport them from here and there.
So
now here's what you get right out of the box. I want to show you this.
And you said this is already 2 years old.
This is already 2 years old. And I want to pinpoint, look at all the buds forming. So when you get these home, highly likely you're already going to have flowers right out of the box. Look how thick. This is the largest size desert rose we've ever had
Wow.
at QVC. And we've had desert rose
We
for
have
like a decade.
every year. Yeah, exactly.
And so now, when you're choosing a color choice,
yes.
think about this. If you want beauty, if you want to put these in every room of the house, get one of each color. Let's talk about how you grow them.
Yes, please.
A little bit. So, you can put them in a sunny window. You can just put them in a well-lit room, and they're going to do awesome.
Okay.
I have a bunch all over my house. Some of them get no direct sun. They don't mind. Now, in the summertime, if you want to sit out on the deck, bring it outside, give it a little boost of sunshine. It's not going to, I mean, it's going to love you for it.
Right.
When it starts to get cool again in the nighttime, bring it back indoors.
Yeah.
In the winter time, remember, you're getting flowers from June through December. So even when it's not so nice outside, October, November, December, you still got beauty indoors.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to give you some updates because this has been flying out the door all day. 1,000 just went out the door ordered. We have less than 1,000 left in the yellow. We have red, 2,000 in the red, and we have some purple. 3,500 in the purple. So now I want to go back to some questions.
Yes.
And obviously the guide will come with
That's
it.
right.
So you don't have to remember everything we say. But what I want to ask is this. When we get this one home in this pot that's 2 years old, what size pot
That's a
should
great
we go
question.
to?
I would take what you just had.
Yeah.
And
this.
put it into like a 1 gallon container, not too big, because they, you know, these are desert dwellers. They don't want to have a lot of space.
Yeah.
And you can see here that that's basically what we did. This is a great size up, and you could leave this in here for a couple of years actually.
Okay.
Now I want to point something out too.
Yeah.
Look at the trunk on this
I was
yellow,
just
for
gonna
example.
say,
This
look at
trunk
that.
is beautiful.
Yeah.
Men love this. It looks like something out of some science fiction movie.
Yeah.
Women and children love, everybody loves this because as you go up, you notice it's just like a tree outdoors, but miniature. And it's topped and coated with flowers. Now, I want to reiterate, these live for 100 years. So this is something you're going to be passing down to your children's children. But they're easy to grow. I water these once every 6 weeks.
Real quick, does this part obviously need to be outside of the dirt?
Yeah, the main trunk will naturally be outside of the dirt. You'll know when you're replanting it, it's pretty clear what part is outside. You know, here they are again outdoors. Here they are in a container in a sunny deck. That's the purple. It's my absolute favorite color. It's very rich, but it's not mute. It's got a vivacity to it, which is very, very beautiful.
Real quick, put it like when you plant it and you water it, then mark it on your calendar to do it like once a month, maybe the first year.
That's right.
And then every 6 weeks.
And if you put it outside in the sun, you're going to water a little bit more.
Okay.
That's in the house. I do every 6 weeks. Outside, you know, the sun's going to dehydrate it a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Oh my gosh, those are so cool. And can I just say real quick, great Mother's Day gift. Great Mother's Day gift. And tell your mom you love